Raise your hand if being alive ever felt like a trap. Like, be for real, humans have free will, but I either live the way you tell me to, or I get locked in a cage or outcast by the rest of humankind for being different. But that's when I found out I was just kind of living in an illusion, and none of this is even real. I've gone through 2 massive spiritual awakenings and also had an NDE where I got to see the other side and come back. If you care to hear my perspective on the point of life, stick around. So your soul is eternal. It never dies. Your body or whatever physical vessel is carrying your soul can die, but your soul will never die. It'll always live for all of eternity. So because your soul is eternal, it's always craving growth and evolution. The hardest and the fastest way that your soul can choose to grow is by coming to Earth School. Before you come down to Earth School, you understand that your soul is made up of limitless potential. Basically, you understand that the same life force that drives you to be exactly who and what you are at a soul level is the same life force that goes through everything and everyone that ever did exist. Therefore, there is absolutely nothing that's not possible that you're not capable of doing. Absolutely nothing. But when you come to Earth School, they put a blindfold on you called the veil of forgetfulness, and you have to forget everything about who you are. And then you get taught to confuse yourself with who they tell you that you are. So then you go through life and you spend it confusing yourself with labels that have been given to you. So then you start to confuse yourself, that limitless potential that can do absolutely anything, with your labels. You become nothing but the things that you choose to identify in society as. And then you worry about status over everything. You care too much about what other people think. When you learn how much potential and power a human actually has to survive on their own without needing to be a part of a society that never made any sense, you actually start to realize what being human was all about. The point of life is just living. The point of life is just living. Yes, everyone comes down here with a bigger purpose and like a part to contribute to society, but the point of life is just being alive. You just want to learn things about yourself. You want to see how you interact with the elements, like fire, air, water. Like, you want to connect with the elements and see what you can do, because like I said, when you start believing that you can do anything, you can do anything. Humans are very magical. We're very powerful beings, but we give all of our power away to the Matrix. What they don't explain is how hard it is to actually have to break your mind out of the Matrix. Everything is mind over matter. So you can reprogram yourself not only to not think the way that they brainwash you to think, but also to be able to do things that they said humans weren't even capable of doing in the first place. Because again, you're just limitless potential.
You know, with the exception of Christianity, there are a lot of different ancient religions, and some are not even considered as religions, but talk about this type of stuff, you know, about the endless amount of potentiality that we have as beings, saying that we are physical beings, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Now, I have tested some things and found them to work just by, see, it's just not listening and learning and then, you know, just blindly learning and listening to somebody tell you what reality is all about, this, that, and the other. It's about taking it in and then exercising it and see if it actually works. And a lot of the stuff that she's talking about actually is actually a fact. You know, you have the Hindus talk about it, the Buddhists talk about it. You have all of the ancients talk about this. You have the gurus, you have your avatars. You know, I mean, it could be questioned, but then again, if you put things to practice, the things that certain these people talk about, you put into practice, you'll be surprised. You would be surprised. Now, you have people that will disagree with that. But I tell you one thing, that is veiled in allegory. In the Bible, there's a lot of this stuff. Okay? I'm not going to be able to quote you to what chapter, verse, this, that, and the other. But a lot of people don't really read the Bible. But a lot of this information that she's talking about, this stuff is in the Bible. Because somebody might say, how does she know? What is she talking about? How does she know this for a fact? I've talked to people that have out-of-body experience. They have traveled. You know. Anyway, they call it the astral plane. But listen to what I'm saying, you know. Keep an open mind about things and don't allow people to control you, to tell you what's, ooh, this is spooky, oh, that's demonic, this, that, and the other, if you really don't know. if you really don't know. So again, I'm not talking against anybody's belief or anything like that. All I'm just saying that people need to, maybe keep an open mind about things. And this part is very interesting what she's saying right now.